Okay, Coach. Well, with the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Cincinnati Bengals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. Nifty move. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
On the double.
Check Mike 54.
Yep.
54. And let's get hit.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll have a first down past the 40. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Check 43.
2nd and 9 now. He's going to fire this thing deep right, and he fires one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
10 yards there on a Bengal first. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the Cowboys' 43-yard line.
Got it.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Scripted ball.
Snap.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Flash the stick skills on that run, but then stop shy of the 35.
10 Lobo. Recon. 132 fighter. Hey, go.
Back to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
On the ready.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Kill.
Hey, Delta. Get it.
2nd and 6. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
57. Mike, 57. Record.
2nd and 2. Flushed out right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the side.
That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, his 14th touchdown now on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Ready. 60 outlaw. Deep grip.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be a 2nd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Set. 70. Indy. General West. 5.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Oh, he shifts past him. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
They're running it.
2nd and 3. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Jordan Lewis.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They'll try and start this drive in the air, escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Nigel Bradham able to record his 5th sack of the season. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. This is Elliott. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with 3rd down coming up. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. On the ball. On two.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A gain of 28 yards there, and give him a first down. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
They're going to need some therapy. Ready?
He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Gus Edwards, the one he was looking for, and it's 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run it with Elliott. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop him with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll look to throw here. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Tony Pollard. Incomplete.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. 2nd and 10. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he is going to be brought down at the 3-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Check.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
90 Wolf. 54 Mike. It's been a long day for you. Be driven.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hey, 7, 5.
He'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for Cincinnati. 45 yards.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover and put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now they try the right side here. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
Focus, defense, focus. Bang, 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 bang.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the 1st half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the 2nd half. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And Bullock missed it. No good. Wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this will be caught at the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Mike 57, Mike 57. He can't hang. He's not going to get me running.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. William Jackson with a pick. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And it's 21-3.
Next to score, Bengals 21, Cowboys 3.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still
No yardage.
Okay.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Running with Elliott. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to take a shot right away. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, his second touchdown of the afternoon. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw here. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the mass of bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This time it's 3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Looking to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 12 more yards there and another first down. Now Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Run for Pollard. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on third and goal. Here's Elliott. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a fourth and goal here as they search for a late score. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. From 4 yards out. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point. And the lead is down to 28-10. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
Well, Brendan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Here we go. 30 base. Block 54.
And to give this time to the tailback. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
10 Lobo. Pilot, 64. Weak. 5.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because
they give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points from me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this.
It got his man complete. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. The scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for Cincinnati, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys,
be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not stable, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause watch out,
Ever since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got choked on. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my 50. Ex slick, then hit with the. Back then, used to out the zip. Blow out the back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the bill. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
All my records go hard, it's a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Hit it here with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me, I am up. #1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a Sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from holding